My name's Casey Martino. I was in the Navy for 21 years. Yeah, thank you. Any veterans in the crowd tonight? Ooh, yeah, what'd you do?
I already like this tattoo.
Oh, what is that?
Navy.
Navy, who, yeah, what'd you do?
Submarine weapons.
Oh my gosh, you're so much more important than me. I worked with chaplains. I handed out Bibles. I stayed in the air conditioning. Got to go topside. That's when you're out. You can't go out. You're in the water. So you like my your Kansas City? Is that? Oh, the avocado. Oh, yeah, I got OSU too. Yeah. My wife is a librarian at OSU. Go Pokes. Hang on. We went to the student store when we first got here. I said, I think I want to buy that hat. She goes, you can't. It says loyal and true. And I said, why can't I buy it? She goes, you've been an OU fan as long as I've known you. I was like, yeah, I like winning. Right? But I also like my bills being paid, so go Pokes, right? Yeah. My wife's in the crowd tonight. She was with me throughout my entire career. Please give it up for her. She has the hardest job. And, I decided to get out. I had 9 more years I could have gone and continued to let your tax dollars pay for my lavish lifestyle. That's not true. It is true, it's your tax dollars. It's just not lavish. No, but they were changing a lot of standards, and I wasn't not okay with that, but they weren't going to let me grow a beard. And I would take leave for 30 days at a time, and I would grow a beard, and my wife would say, your beard looks so nice. So I thought, I'm going to retire and grow this beard, and I did. And the first thing my wife says, I want you to shave it. I said, of course, anything that brings me joy, right? I said, what do you hate about it so much? And she goes, I hate having to move the hair out of the way to get to your lips. Yeah. I said, finally, something we can both agree on. Guys, don't laugh too hard at that or your date night is over, right? Look, she actually said that in the car to me. That was an actual conversation we had, and she goes, don't write that down. I said, that's gonna pay the bills. That's the best joke I'll ever write. Yeah. So, no, my wife is very smart. She's one of the smartest people I've ever met. I am one of the dumbest people I've ever met. I finished 44th out of 47 kids at my high school. Woo! I teach there now. There's a reason we're 50th. I'm doing my part. But my wife will watch really stupid shows, right? I don't know if you guys have ever watched the Tylenol murders on Netflix. Anybody? Yeah. Woo. Man, look, I was falling asleep, and I barely watch these shows because she is always watching like true crime. And it was like, the coroner could not determine the cause of death because the torso was in one bag and the legs were in another. I'm not a smart man, but I bet it has something to do with that top half being in one bag and the bottom half being in the other, right? Like, I'm not sure. And look, did anyone have a worse 2025 than Tylenol? They show up to a staff meeting, they're like, guys, did you hear? They made a show about her murders. They're like, oh my God, this can't get any worse. Yeah, and then RFK got on the news. It was like, they definitely cause autism. They're like, shit. Can we just go back to murders? Is that We got a new boss in the Navy. This is not, please don't take this as I'm getting political. This has much more to do with him being a National Guardsman. Pete Hegseth, our secretary of whatever he calls himself nowadays. So he was a National Guardsman. And look, if there's National Guardsmen in the crowd, I promise I'm not making fun of you, but hang on. They work like a late 90s cell phone plan, right? Like nights and weekends only, after 8 o'clock. Imagine at your job if you hired a temp and you were like, you know what, instead of doing this meaningless task, would you like to just be in charge of everything? You're like, yeah, I think I do. Right? His first thing, he came out and he's on this microphone and he's like, hey, no more, from this day forward, No more dudes in dresses. Yeah, he said that in a press conference. I'm going to tell you this. I was in there for 21 years. Not once did somebody be like, hey, Senior Chief, can you put on a dress? They would ask me other questions. They'd be like, Senior Chief, why are you wearing a dress? And I'd be like, clearly because my testosterone's low. I need Pete Hegseth to give me some drugs. I don't know. He needs to pick a lane. He's like, I just want buff dudes not in dresses. That's what I want. And buff ladies, I guess. I don't know. I became a teacher after I retired. Any teachers in the crowd? Yeah. Oh, that's so many of you. That's a lot. And for you to admit it, like, I know you're in the dark for me, so I can't be like, it's your fault. No, it's my fault. We've discussed that. Right before I retired, my family moved home ahead of me. I was talking to my daughter. I said, hey, how's school? What do you like? And she was, I really like social studies. I said, great. What are you learning? She said, did you know that in order for a dead body to sink, you have to puncture its lungs? I said, I'm Italian, of course I know. Who told you? She goes, did you know that the first form of biological warfare, they would let a diseased body swell and they'd throw it over the wall and let it explode and spread disease? And I'm like, look, we are 50th in education. Why are we learning to defend a castle? Right? Reading and arithmetic go a long way. Like, who is your history teacher, Genghis Khan? Like, what are we doing? So I came on to teach social studies after I retired. And it was really funny because, like, you travel the world, you kind of get a different worldview. And I was told, they go, you have to be really careful. You have to teach both sides of a subject. I said, I got it. So I was like, here's the earth and it is round. Or according to Jimmy's dad, it's also flat. Like the map. I had him look up different laws. I was like, hey, like this will buy me some time as a teacher, right? Can you just look up some state and federal laws and tell me what you come up with? And I had a kid raise his hand. He goes, I see something that says, don't say gay. I said, what are you talking about? Like, we don't do that in this classroom. What are you doing? He goes, no, in Florida, there's a law that says, don't say gay. I'm like, oh, that's right. And they go, what's that about? And I don't know if you know this, but that's a real law in Florida. That in school, you can't talk about being gay. To the point where if you were a child adopted by gay parents, you couldn't say my dad's or my mom's, you have to say my parents'. That's a real law that people actually do. And Mickey Mouse is in the same state. And they said, well, I don't understand. I said, well, it's simple. It's like, little Jimmy's at school. Hey, what'd you do this weekend? Well, my dad's. No, little Jimmy. Oh, you're right, my parents, they took me to the zoo. Oh, great. Did you do anything else? No, we didn't have any time after my parents, after they, right, got done blowing each other. But he didn't say gay, so it's okay. I feel like you guys were like, I don't want to laugh at that. But that's a stupid law. So at the end of the year last year, or I guess at the beginning of the year, we got an email from our administrator that said, do not buy alcohol in town. I think it's very important that I remind you that I was a sailor and that was not sent to just me. It was a whole staff email. I said, I have some questions. They said, save it for the staff meeting. So I did. I prepared my response. My moment arose. I raised my hand. They said, what's your question? I said, okay, we don't have a grocery store. We only have a Walmart. We're a small town. Right? And I said, they sell other things at Walmart. And they said, okay, like what? I said, well, I don't know if you know this. And by the way, Loony bin, across the street there's a Walmart if you don't know this. They sell sex toys at Walmart. Yeah. In the medicine aisle. On aisle 3, they have the condoms locked up. And on aisle 5, you just grab yourself a dildo. So if you want to have safe sex, it's too bad, you're going to have to ask somebody. But on aisle 5, you can go fuck yourself, right? And they said, what's your point, Mr. Martino? I said, my point is this. I could take this cart and I could walk around Walmart and fill it with all of the dildos the Waltons have to offer. And walk past all of the kids and their families and be like, hey kids, don't mind me. This is just what it takes to please my wife. But you can't know that it takes a little bit of alcohol to drown the shame of it. It's too much for your young ears. There's some things that, I didn't win that argument, by the way. There's some things that they kept. I'm a 90s kid. Any 90s kids out here? Woo! Yeah. So, they kept the What Would Jesus Do bracelets. So that's like a 30-year run. That's pretty good, right? But now, instead of dressing up for school, sometimes they just wear pajamas like they gave up at bedtime, right? They woke up, they're like, I guess I'm still here, I'll go to school. I'm not gonna change or brush my hair though, right? They wear socks with sandals. If you did that in the 90s, they would hand you transfer paperwork. They'd be like, you can't come back here. You have to go somewhere else. There would be stories told about you. They'd be like, what happened to Casey? I don't know. I heard he died from the shame. He wore socks with sandals. And at the end of the year, we had a girl crying in her locker, and I walked up to her and said, hey kid, what's going on? She goes, I was getting made fun of because I'm wearing my sandals with no socks. And I looked down, they're little ashy heels. I was like, oh. Maybe some lotion or something, I don't know. I said, but hey, keep your head up, kid. In the 90s, you'd be super cool, right? You'd be the coolest. I saw the bracelet. I said, hey kid, look at that. What would Jesus do? She goes, I know, I already did. I turned the other cheek. I said, no. He wouldn't wear socks with sandals. He lives in the desert. We need a geography class in here. I'll leave you guys with this one. When I took the job teaching, like anywhere, there are regulations, there's requirements. In Oklahoma, to teach, it's not real high. If I'm being honest, right? The person doing my interview was my geometry teacher, right? She's like, what do you think about math? I'm like, I think we both know I don't think about math. Right? One of the first requirements is they ask you, are you vertical? That's this one. It's Oklahoma. I know, I'm sorry. The other one is, do you have a pulse? And I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, do you touch kids? I'm like, oh, no, thank you. I try to never do that. I didn't know Oklahoma was on Epstein Island, right? And they said, good, we want to send you to training. I said, perfect, for what? And they said, to learn how to touch kids. I said, yeah, well, that's my attitude too, right energy. What? Right? No, I was like, you're sending real mixed messages. And they said, we want you to be on the team that breaks up fights. I said, perfect, I could beat the shit out of some middle school. Right, first time through? Nah. As a 40-year-old, for sure, right? Although we are 50th in education, some of these middle schoolers are like 22 years old. They're just on their way to their job at the factory. And we've taken up most of their best earning days, right? Like they're just like, oh my God, I gotta get there, I'm gonna be late, Jim's gonna yell at me again. So we had one week in particular that we had a lot of fights. It was exhausting. I had to pull my car to the side of the road and stop a fight. I mean, it was a lot. It really was a problem. I had no idea middle schoolers fought that much. My daughter gets in the car at the end of a busy week, right? High five. Thanks for not being a fighter. She looks at me and she goes, yeah, well, I would. I said, no, you wouldn't. You'd be like your dad. You'd go crawl in a corner and wait on an adult, right? That's what you would do. She goes, no. If somebody hit me, I would go down on them. I said, first off, that would stop a fight immediately. It would probably open the Strait of Hormuz. Create some world peace while we're at it, right? If every fight ended that way, we'd be all right. Conor McGregor's fight hurts his knee and he's just like, oh, I got it. Some of you aren't Conor McGregor fans, it's okay. So look, so we're driving, and she goes, Dad, I don't understand. So now I'm having the birds and the bees talk with my daughter on the way home. She goes, Dad, I'm so embarrassed. I said, you're embarrassed? Imagine being that kid. She goes, what do you mean? I said, little Timmy's sitting at home, so waiting on his parents to come home. They show up, little Timmy, how's school today? He goes, okay. Anything happen? Yeah, I got in a fight. Oh, are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, did you win? Yeah. Twice. What? Yeah, I hit this girl. She starts sucking my dick. I don't know. Right? Well, I'm going to have to fight her again tomorrow. I'm going to have to marry her. Dad's like, yeah, me and your mom haven't fought in years. You got to marry her. Lock it up. Yo, that's been my time. I'm going to bring Bradley back up here. Give it up for Bradley one more time, everybody. Keep it going for Casey Martinez.